What's up, Raid Shadow Legends? Welcome to the video. Send some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Hey guys, a quick video recommendation. I just watched this, and man, I love it. If you like astronomy, if you like physics, if you like science, if you like cosmology, you might like Solving the Hardest Problem in Physics by Astro Kobe. Is it Astro Kobe? Check it out, man. I really enjoyed this video. Actually,
Brilliant. Brilliant, Steve. Or perhaps I should say, to be more precise, well done, Doctor.
I love when you discover a new YouTube channel, and then you can just binge all the content. I usually sort by most popular, and then I just kind of, do any of you guys do that? And I just kind of go down the line in anything that interests me, right? So really love that channel. If you have any recommendations for me, let me know about it. Let me know about it in the comments below. Today, it's going to be a very short video, guys. It's kind of a bummer because I like to hang out with you guys a little bit longer here, talking some raid, but I actually still get comments about the token trader, about the Guardian Ring. So I figured once and for all, we'll talk about the Guardian Ring. Actually, specifically, we'll talk about the token trader. Does it ever make sense to purchase a champion from the token trader? Moreover, why the hell have I purchased all of these champions, right?
You are amazing, and I am so proud of you.
Let's talk about that in today's video. So first of all, a quick rundown, kind of a power tiering, so to speak, for all 8 of these champions. Now, we know that Noble and Lanicus are on an 18-week cooldown, meaning these 2 spots will be refilled in 18 weeks. So you kind of have a timer if you want to go after Noble or Lanicus. So let's start there. Noble might have some use case against the new clan boss that's coming at the time of this recording, not in the game yet. Why? Because it's all about fear and true fear, right? So maybe some utility there. However, mainly his utility is to empower Ninja, because Ninja is very damn good, and it does make sense in some cases to empower Ninja with Noble, because Noble, even after like 3 buffs, it's just not that good at all, right?
And it's just not fair.
Lanicus the Chosen, she's a competent ally attacker buff extender. Manaya, after her buff, is actually pretty solid. She's got some buffs, she got some support, some heals. Molly Tankard, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here. She's my favorite out of the entire A tier, personally. She has Provoke for 2 turn, potentially. She has a Revive. She's tanky. She's perfect for Hydra. She's perfect for a lot of areas of the game. I think she's really good. She has an awesome passive Rowdy Crowd, great in the arena, great everywhere, you know. Molly's really good, really good. Tomb Lord might be my second favorite. I'd say he'd be my second favorite. He's got an AoE decreased defense and turn meter on his A3, granted a 4-turn cooldown. He's got 4 poisons on everybody on his A2. He's got a decreased speed on his A1. He's tanky. Love Tomb Lord. Fushan, kind of an old school a Force Affinity nuker. He's got an AoE double stun shot, kind of like Still the Drakes on her A2. He's got a 4-time hitter at random decreased defense on his A3. He's got speed in all battles aura, very good for clan boss areas like that, control and wave content. Foley has a lot of hits everywhere, a quadruple hitter. He's got a decreased defense on his A1. He's got a Sealed Fate ability, which he can go in there and block revive on a 2-time hitter on his A3. Will hit a target and then everybody else on the second wave, whatever. He can't be put to sleep. He'll do all kinds of great stuff. Turn meter filler, instant turn. He's a really fun nuker. I wouldn't say he's S tier or anything like that, but he's really good, especially in Fire Knight in the arena. Sir Nick, kind of an old school HP based champion with a nice big girthy shield on his A2, and then unkillable on his A3. Some continuous heal in there too. Can deal some damage as well. Sir, the problem with this, with Token Trader, is it could be a really cool feature of the game, right? Like, if for those new players out there, there was nothing to do with dupes for years and years in Raid Shadow Legends. Like, if you pull the dupe legendary, who cares? You could build it and have 2 legendaries, but that's all you could do. And then they had a solution, a 3-phase solution. Faction Guardians to get extra stats. They had empowerment, up to 4 dupes could empower and make a champion more powerful. And then they had the old unbind and token trader. So if you unbind a champion, right, you get 500 life tokens. 500! I would not recommend anybody do what they just saw me doing. I have a fully empowered Nifty Blood Twin because I'm a dirty, disgusting spender, right? But Unbinding champions like that only gives you 500 life tokens. These champions cost 3,000 or 4,000 life tokens. Sir Nick is 4,000. Everybody else, I believe, is 3,000. That's a lot. That's 6 to 8 sacrifices to get your hands on one of these champions.
You give up a few things, chasing a dream.
Now, if it was, at least for me, I know we always want more out of life. It's easy to complain, right? It's easy to complain. But if it was me, I think the sweet spot would be 1,500 life tokens for these champions, right? It'd be really cool if these rotating spots, they reduce the price a little bit, incentivize players to do something dumb instead of just making them do something very dumb, right? So it landed flat. The token trader, I'm just going to cut to the chase here. Token trader is not something that 99% of players, at least for a long time, will ever be using or ever should be using. Even if you really want one of these champions, I think the price is too prohibitive. If they gave life tokens, the actual tokens, as a reward in events or factions or as a gift when they screw things up, you know how they give like I'm sorry gift sometimes? If they did something like that, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. They actually started players out with what, like 1,000 or 500 or something. They gave us something, right? Now, so why, if it's just a dumb idea, then why did I buy them all? Because I'm a dummy.
Who said that?
No, I did it because, well, I've already have my Faction Guardians done. First and foremost, you never want to use or unbind or kill a champion, convert them into life tokens. Any champion from a faction that you haven't completed the Faction Guardians, these stats, I mean, they're all great. HP, attack, accuracy, blah, 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 blah. But you really want to get to you can't do them. It kind of sucks, right? I wish you could just go in and pick what stats you want and place your champions there, right? Kind of like a fusion or something, kind of UI. But unfortunately, you have to fill it in order, right? Have to fill it in order. You really want to eventually, someday, get to the point where you can get plus 10 speed on all of your high elves in this case, all that entire faction. And you can't do that if you're unbinding champions left and right, right? That's why, number one, first and foremost, don't unbind a champion ever for a faction that belongs to a faction that you have not completed your Faction Guardians, okay? Easy enough. That ought to disqualify most players out there because it's difficult to complete. Even me, the dirty spender of the year, I still haven't completed my Sylvan Watcher's Guardian. So I would never in a million years sacrifice or even empower a champion that I haven't finished my factions. For example, let's say I love Elva, right? I could empower her, but I don't want to empower her because I have not completed the Sylvan Watcher Faction Guardians. So Faction Guardians always comes first, no matter how desperately you need a and I should have said off the gate here, kind of geared towards newer and mid-tier players or whatever, because I feel like vets probably already know this, but you know, it's nice to hear, be reminded, I guess, from time to time, right? After you complete your Faction Guardians, then you can consider, and the same thing goes with epics, by the way, right? I would always prioritize getting my epic Faction Guardians. These stats will help you out forever. You know, rares, I kind of slack on rares, but they're good to do as well, right? Empowering, then you can consider empowering a champion. Now, one might ask at this point in the video, Ash, what about empowering a champion that's just really, really bad? Like, do I need to empower them? At that point, is it safe to unbind? No. It's not really safe to unbind. Of course, it's your game. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Like, I'm a firm believer that you're not going to like ruin your account. It's just Raid Shadow Legends. But my best advice with that said is that no, because really, really bad champions are actually the most eligible champions for a buff. We've seen it time and time and time again in Raid Shadow Legends. The worst thing you could do is kill, unbind a legendary that's a Mashald, a Dracomorph, these legendaries that are really bad, and then they give them a really significant buff, and you're like, oh no, I really wanted that champion, or I could have empowered that champion, or whatever, right? So even bad champions, I really can't in good consciousness recommend that you unbind them. So okay, let's cut to the final chase here. So why did I buy them? Well, because I've done those two things. I've only unbound champions that I already have fully empowered and faction guardians done. And that's because I'm a dirty, disgusting whale, and because I've been playing for 5 years. I have a lot of champions, you know? So maybe you will get to that day, and at that point, you can consider buying a token trader champion, right? I do think the token trader, in theory, is really cool. I think it's too expensive, because if it was like this, right? Unbind Elva, let's just say, right? Unbind an Elva or whatever, like Mortem Macabre, whoever. Unbind, sacrifice a Mortem Macabre, right? If it was a question of just sacrificing 2 or maybe 3 legendaries, hell, definitely 1, and I could trade them in for one of these, I mean, it would actually be a very useful tool. Right now, the cost, unfortunately, just to answer all the comments now and forever, right now, I do believe personally, as much as I love Molly, I think the cost is too prohibitive to make any sense. Unless you're already super endgame, you know? And even if you are super endgame, make sure you purchase during a clan versus clan. Guys, that's all I got for you. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. Have you ever purchased a champion from the token trader? Let me know about it in the comments below. Let me know if you regretted it as well. And hey, if you have your own philosophy, I would love to hear from you guys as well. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. And as always, take care, guys.